guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be answering the question, how do I know if my child needs counseling? So here are 3 simple things to think about if you're thinking about putting your child in counseling. The first thing is, what are the child's behaviors? Are they normal behaviors that are like appropriate for their age, or are they very abnormal behaviors? So a lot of times I'll see parents come in to counseling for behaviors that are pretty normal for a child their age, but because the child is like going out of childhood or growing up and into like puberty and the teenage years, the parent has never raised a teenager before, so they're kind of like thinking that the child needs counseling when really the things that the child is doing are all normal developmental things. So the first thing, think about, what is the child doing that is making me worried? Are these normal things? And you can ask a counselor that before coming to see somebody, or you can, just do your research and find, what is normal child development. The thing that I think a lot of parents don't know or realize is that counseling is a medical treatment. And so if you are bringing your child into counseling, most counselors will still see your child, but they will charge your insurance company. And to do that, they need to diagnose your child with something. So if the child seems like just normal child development stuff, they might diagnose your child with an adjustment disorder, even though they don't have one, just because that's how they get paid through the insurance company. And the only way the insurance company will reimburse for the treatment is if they have a diagnosis. It's very unethical, but a lot of counselors do it. I'm just letting you know. So think about that. Do you want your child to have a diagnosis? If not, you probably shouldn't go to counseling. But that just speaks again to, it's a medical treatment. There has to be like abnormal behaviors for the child that are outside of normal development. The second thing to think about is, how old is your child, and does your child want to do counseling? If your child is a teenager and they, don't want to go to counseling, then counseling is not going to be effective because they're not going to be bought into it. They're not going to be engaged in it, and it's probably not going to be very effective. Now, a counselor could do the work, and over time the child could get more into counseling as they grow trust with the counselor and things like that. But if the child is just, nope, I'm not going to do it, I don't want it, then you probably should think about other things. One thing I didn't mention in the first tip is, if you find that your child's behaviors are pretty normal developmental behaviors, like maybe they're a little bit rebellious or they're forgetting to do their chores, things like that, then you might want to do a mentorship program. Look into like programs like Big Brother, Big Sister, and other community programs in your area for children your child's age to get involved in. And so that's what I would suggest for if your child is a teenager and they're not interested in counseling. Maybe they're interested in hanging out with a college age student who grew up similarly to them and they just need mentorship or something like that. Number 3 is, ask the teachers, the coaches, the mentors, the tutors, whoever has regular interactions with your child, ask them what they think about your child's behavior. Do they think the child needs counseling? Do they think the child is just acting normally, or maybe they're just going through an adjustment issue, which, counseling, like I said, could be beneficial for an adjustment disorder or something like that. But if it's just like a minor thing, then you probably don't need to go to a counselor. If it's something that's like, maybe my child has ADHD because they can't sit still, or maybe they're grieving because their father passed away last year and maybe they haven't, processed that yet. Those are things that a counselor can help with. But if it's like normal, like little things, like maybe they're just forgetting to do their chores, or they are disobeying some of the rules in the house, then maybe counseling is not exactly what is needed. However, family counseling could also be beneficial. Okay, that concludes my video. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and thank you again for watching my channel. Bye.